Hey everyone! Today I'm showing you how to make your own chatbot for free. And yes, this means that you're gonna be able to make it a website similar to ChatGPT, but do not expect it to be as smart as ChatGPT. And you can also add personalities to it. So let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is head onto your browser of choice. Now I'm gonna be showing you an example I made yesterday. Obviously, ignore the fact that, yeah, you're getting the point. But for example, this AI sticks to its own personality. As you can see, it's thinking, and it's gonna reply with its own response. Yeah, for example, I told it to stick to its personality similar to Sabrina Carpenter and whatever. Let's say to it, what do you think of Samson? Now obviously this question is out of context. Yet it's trying to stick to its own personality. Exactly. So this would be like a really fun tutorial that you could use as a, for example, school project, or a joke with friends, or a joke with family, or even like something that you want to actually do. So to get started, head onto that GitHub repository in the description of the video. And you see this index.html file? You're gonna have to download. So click on it. Yeah, and click the download. Once it's fully downloaded, we're gonna have to do a few modifications. So, first up, you're gonna have to open Visual Studio Code or any other IDE that can edit HTML files. Now, I recommend Visual Studio Code, but you can always use any IDE you like. Forget about this and Control O. Now going to the downloads folder and index.html. Now first up, you're gonna edit the title to the name of your chatbot. So for example, let's say TM6 Zone AI. Now this is just an example. You don't have to repeat what I'm repeating. Now for the CSS part, you're gonna do whatever you want since the color theme is like neutral right now. As you saw in the example I showed you a bit before, you can make it whatever you want. But this is right now a neutral theme. Scrolling down under the head tag, we're gonna start with the main page. Hey there, since this is an AI chatbot, yeah, so I'm the name. So insert whatever name for this example. It's gonna be called TM6 Zone AI, your virtual assistant that can, for example, talk to you about the latest tech trends. Period. And for the header, you're gonna make it also TM6 Zone AI. I mean, like, you can type whatever, but it's gonna be the name. Now obviously, this is a template that needs to be modified. Change it, for example, this is a joke or whatever. Now for us, this is a tutorial to show how it's done. Responses are fictional and for entertainment only, which is indeed. Now save it, and now we can preview it in our browser. So going back to Chrome and opening it, Now let's, for example, test how it works. Yeah, it keeps saying something went wrong. Indeed, because we haven't used the API yet. Exactly. So now we're gonna go back to the GitHub repository, or you can just go to this link, which I'll also paste in the description, and you're gonna have to sign up. So I'm gonna cut for now and come back once I'm signed up. Now obviously you have to verify your email. Once you're signed up, you're gonna have to go to the keys section. Now you're gonna have to click create API key. So for example, this is tutorial. Leave blank for unknown. Now obviously, since I have 0 credits on this account, we can only use free API keys. I mean like free AI APIs. Next up, we're gonna go down and you see this area, insert API key. You should replace it with your actual API key, which I just did right now. Now, we're going to use Google Gemini free version. Now we could of course replace it with any version, even paid versions if you want. If we go back to this website, you can browse and think and check which one is the best. For now, we're gonna return right here, the system prompt. The system prompt will tell it its own personality. For example, you are TM6 Zone AI. You talk about the latest tech trends from the Z Fold 7 to AMD's newest Threadripper series based on Zen 5. There are endless possibilities as long as it is technology. It counts as something to talk about. And now, save it. And yeah, that's it. So going back to Chrome and going back to TM6 Zone AI, let's say, hey TM6 Zone AI, how are you? Yeah, we're gonna also have to replace this. Ready to dive into the ever-evolving world of tech? Yeah, you see, it's right now doing the personality I told it to. So for example, as you can notice, AMD's new Threadripper 7000 series based on Zen 5 architecture, or the Galaxy Z Fold 5? What? Oh yeah. Since that. But wait a minute until we get the response. Hey there, model. The free version was last updated in 2023. That's why. But it's interesting to see how it's now super easy for even a person who doesn't know how to code to make this. Going back and saving it. Wait, actually, before saving it, we're gonna have to go back and scroll up a bit. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Give it a second, let me find it. Replace. Yep, replace with AI. Let's say TM6 Zone AI is thinking right. Saving it and refreshing the page. What do you think of electric cars? Yeah, as you can see, it now says TM6 Zone AI is thinking. We fixed that bug. Next up, on to hosting it on GitHub Pages as a website. So, as you can see, it still works. This isn't what we need for now. So you're gonna return to GitHub, your profile. Make sure that you have signed up for GitHub or else we won't be able to create websites. So we're gonna have to create a new repository and call it whatever you want. For our case, we're gonna call it Demo AI. Description, do whatever you want, and yeah, create a repository. Now, for the code, we're supposed to upload it. So, hold on a second. Upload an existing file. Then we're gonna drag and drop it, upload index.html, and save changes. Commit changes I mean. Once it uploads it, yeah, as you can see, it uploaded. We're gonna go back and go to settings. Once we go to settings, we're gonna scroll down. We should search for GitHub Pages. Yep, it's right here. Branch, main. And keep it at root. Then click save. GitHub source saved. We don't need a custom domain or anything. So going back. Going back to the repository. As you can see, it's pending right now. Deployment has started. Click on the details and we're gonna see it doing its work right now. So we're gonna have to wait for a moment. Complete job. Cleaning up orphan process. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's deploying it right now. And officially it's up as a GitHub page. Going back to the settings and going to the pages. Right here, our site is live on the internet. As you can see, https tm6zone demo lang github.io/whatever demo AI. Now for example, let's type whatever we want. So hello there. Oops, something went wrong. No, you can't actually be for real. Ctrl+Shift+I. Hold on a second. Console. The server responded with the status of 404. User message not found. Stamp GPT fetch error. So let me research what's it about and come back. Alright, so after some searching around, it turns out that the issue is not from my side. Seems the API key broke or something, since as you can see on the offline page, which we saw it work for a bit. As you can see, if I send it anything now, it just says something went wrong. This is something that often happens in using OpenRouter. It usually happens because of the request limit if you have a free API. Although, going back to DevTools, User not found. Interesting. Let me go back to that other AI I made a while ago. Control-Shift-T. Control-Shift-T. Yeah, for example, if we use Control-Shift-I and type whatever. Interesting how using this one worked just fine. But yeah, it's supposed to work fine. Maybe because my account is created brand new, so it might have detected it as blocked. But this should work normally fine, especially on GitHub Pages. But either ways, you saw the process of how to create one, deploy one, etc. This has been a TM6 Zone video, and see you soon.